In Blame the Jews news.
Whoa.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
That's anti-Semitical.
Submitted by TFTI.
Thanks for the invite.
Thank God it's Friday.
That's TGIF.
Think Friday this is.
Yeah, this is.
A Washington lawmaker is apologizing after blaming the Rothschilds for bad weather.
I don't even know what to make out of that.
What? Is that for real?
Who are the Rothschilds again?
Yeah.
They are a big banking family.
Oh, okay.
Big time banking family.
Do they have anything to do with the weather?
So they're saying they can pay Zeus?
They are the monopoly.
Rothschilds are a European business family descended from Mayor Amschel Rothschild, an 18th century Jewish banker. Yeah. So that's who the Rothschilds are. So this councilman, he named Trayon White Sr., he made some comments on a Facebook video, and I will show it to you now.
It just started snowing out of nowhere this morning, man. Y'all better pay attention to this climate control, man. This climate manipulation. And DC keep talking about we're a resilient city. And that's a model based off the Rothschilds controlling the climate to create natural disasters they can pay for it and own the cities, man. Be careful.
That's a councilman?
Dang.
Yeah, how come he sounds like a...
This is Mr. White.
How does he talk when he's at work?
Mr. Walter White.
That blew my mind that he talks like that.
Yeah, he sounded like a taxi driver, just like very casually.
Yeah, like a blue collar worker.
Only say taxi driver because he was in a car. But he could be anything.
He's a taxi driver.
I knew he was gonna look exactly like that.
I could tell he was black from his voice.
I could tell you. No, I could tell he was wearing a suit.
The suit gave it away in his voice.
Yep.
So what's the big deal?
Well, it turned into a big deal because it was anti-Semitic comments.
He didn't say anything Jewish though. He just said the Rothschilds. That's like me saying like the fucking Kwans.
Yeah.
The fucking Kwans are destroying our fucking sunny California weather, and they're like, oh, you're anti-Chinese, Joe. What the fuck?
So it's like there have been these wild and anti-Semitic conspiracy theories accusing that family of secretly orchestrating world events and supposedly controlling the climate to destroy certain cities so they can like.
But I feel like that's so personal to that family.
It's not Jewish.
They were like, I hate the Jews because they made the Rothschilds, which control the weather.
Yeah, like being anti-Trump isn't being anti-white.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
I think anything could be made racist, sexist, or anti-Semitic depending on who the butt of the joke or the butt of the comment is. It's like not personal anymore, but things can be said directed at just the person.
I know Jewish people, and none of them know the Rothschilds.
It's true.
That's 100% true.
And none of the Jewish people I know how to control the weather either.
So how did this how did this like get out of proportion and get blown up like this?
Well, a lot of people were upset, and he ended up issuing an apology on his Twitter.
Why? Why do you even have to?
Well, as a politician though,
He knows. He can't say that. It's PR.
being a politician and fucking believing in conspiracy theories and all that's the stupid shit, dude.
You can't do that.
True.
Yeah, so he tweeted out, I really do apologize. I work very closely with the Jewish community and never want to offend anyone, especially with anti-Semitic remarks. And then he attached a note with further apologizing.
The Rothschilds, though, they have a bad rep because the daddy Rothschild, he sent all of his sons to pretty much take over the banking in a lot of different countries in Europe. And then he had like a quote, it was like, I don't give a fuck who rules the area or who the king is. If you control the nation's money supply, you control that nation. So because of quotes like that, I guess a lot of people think that they're a diabolical family that wants to control all the countries and shit. And that's where the conspiracy started. But that's just a dumbed down version. Just having Jewish heritage, now it's being tied to that culture or whatever.
But see, that's the anti-Semitic.
Yeah, that's where the racist
Stereotypes and like people linking it and then being like, you're anti-Semitic because you talked about the Rothschilds. That's more anti-Semitic than someone saying something about a specific person.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's where it all came from. And I don't know nothing because I don't know any Rothschilds and I don't know any Jewish people that know Rothschilds. So I think that's just bullshit.
Were the Rothschilds, because I'm not really good at history, were they in the same era as like the oil tycoons and stuff when they had to make the laws about monopolies, like when they had to outlaw
I don't know. I think the Rothschilds were in Europe and then oil tycoons are here, and I don't know if they were friends.
Okay.
Yeah, Rothschilds are from
I like to think all the
The diabolic.
yeah, like the big financial
It's so easy to make like super powerful rich people into like these
monsters.
Yeah.
I think that money brings out who you truly are. Like if you get into a large sum of money, you either do a lot of philanthropic stuff with it and help people and make charities, and that's like just where you want to put your money, or you get this power hunger that's like, what else can I own? I think that part of you was always a part of you, and then money just brought it out of you.
Or you could start something really big and then someone else could come in, infiltrate,
Corrupt
and
it.
fuck it up.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, and then there's the people in between that are self-aware of that very specific thing, and they do philanthropic stuff just for a good.
Oh, to cover it.
Yeah, just to cover the greediness.
They can get away with their like freak stuff on the side.
How do you ever know? Because you don't know these people. You only know what the media covers of them.
Yeah.
Like our perception of them is like, you know, pretty much CNN reporting shit or whatever. Or like people writing stories about them.
That's why I think that it isn't that far-fetched, and I'm not saying I believe this, but it isn't that far-fetched to me that there's a shadow government. Because like, what do you do like when you have so much money, like billions and billions and billions, like you'll never have to worry, your family never has to worry. Once you're at that level of life, like operating on that level, and you maybe even born into it, you've never experienced like what regular people have to do, like you're in this completely different field of like, now it becomes like competition and games of like, you know, just these big rich people playing each other. And,
It's like Game of Thrones.
like manipulating the public to like win some weird billionaire game. You know, I don't think it's that far-fetched. Like when you have
We see it on a smaller level with YouTube and entertainment.
Exactly.
You see how people lie to their fans, fuck with them, and then try to stir up drama, or like behind the scenes, like they're like best friends and they pretend that they're having issues.
Yeah.
So then the fans could get like entertained, and then
and they pick sides.
pick sides.
Yeah.
It grows their shit.
And I think that's what they like with politics. Like I just feel like they try to get people to pick sides.
Oh yeah.
And if you really like sit down with someone that is a Republican and is a Democrat, a lot of them, they want the same thing, but they just have different ways of solutions, and they have different people telling them that the other side's a monster.
They're a slave to their group.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they have no identity. Individual identity.
Right.
They have to believe whatever the
think
tribe
that's the trick.
says.
I think the real monsters are the ones making you believe that your neighbor is a monster.
I mean, think about Hillary and Trump have been friends for over 30 plus years, even more. You could see photos of them together since like the 80s or the 70s even, just old school photos of so many events, so many gatherings. They're in real close proximity, like hanging out. Their daughters hang out. Like, how can you think that they don't like each other or like?
Yeah, that's why there's this other level of people that have like billions of dollars that they're living in a different universe, and then they just like manipulate what the public sees and feels and stuff. And I think that like
they have
it's
so
like
much
a game.
money that they're bored. That
Yeah,
they have
they're
to create a
bored.
game.
Right. Like, have you ever seen Rat Race? It kind of reminds me of that.
Oh, is that where all the billionaires just bet on people?
Yeah,
It's like Hunger Games.
but less death.
I don't know, if you guys had all that much money, do you think you would just be so bored where it's like, let's see what I can play with?
No, I'd want to buy an island and fill it with kittens, and I'd hire like a pancake chef, and I would eat banana pancakes all day.
You're a pancake lady?
Oh yeah,
You don't like French toast or waffles?
it's alright. I'll eat it. I
You
like
have
pancakes.
poor taste.
Excuse me? How would you spend your money, Bart?
I would get a French toast man.
On my island?
Toast man.
No, it's not gonna be an island.
Two competing breakfast islands.
It's gonna be a land beach.
I want to be on your island.
What does that mean?
It's still connected to other parts, like a forest and all that stuff.
I'm gonna go on her island. Your
Why?
island sucks.
It's
I
not
can
even an
already
island, it's a
imagine.
land beach with the French toast
It
man.
already sounds really boring.
Yeah, it does sound boring.
What does that
With
mean?
a man that makes you waffles?
I don't want that.
French toast.
Gross.
Her tourism campaign sounds a little more appetizing.
Right?
Kittens.
She said kittens. Like, I just feel love.
Like you just are outside eating eating a kitten.
Great campaign there.
changed my mind.
Awesome campaign.
The truth came out.
Awesome campaign.
Come back.
You still want to go to her island?
I'm back. I'm back.
Exactly.
No.
And guess what? Airport closed. You're stuck here.
I didn't know about the
Anyone else opening up an island? Anyone else? Anyone else?
All of the airport is closed. All around.
Oh man, if I had my own island, I would want it like all the fun activities like jet skis, parasailing, skydiving, scuba
We have that on
diving.
that.
Hawaii?
I don't want to eat a kitten for fucking breakfast.
I didn't know about this. There was an employee. He's fired.
You control your own island, people? No, I'm not going.
And then have Vegas buffets. You know, just like every cuisine of the world that
I'd build a Vegas. Build a Vegas on her island.
Sounds just like Vegas.
Dude, if Vegas was on a beach, that would be dope.
Vegas on a beach? Hell
It's
yeah.
on a
That's
tropical
Macau,
beach.
kinda.
Macau is kind of like that, but I don't think they take advantage of their beaches though. There.
Where is it?
Macau, it's near Hong Kong.
Oh.
How about Singapore? Don't they have a casino?
Yeah, they do.
The Marina Bay Sands?
But Asians don't know how to have fun.
Yeah, dude.
They just don't know how to fun.
Their locals aren't even allowed to go into their casino.
All that shit's hella fun and creative.
Yeah, but they also have morals, so they don't have casinos.
Yeah, they don't have casinos.
You need the perfect mix. You need people that know how to have fun and are reckless.
They play the pachinko machine.
You need the perfect blend. You need the Vegas on the beach.
I feel like there is, dude. I feel like in Southeast Asia there is but it's not popular. Like there is. I feel like there
The
is.
Philippines has a casino.
But they're also poor as fuck.
I don't want to see sadness.
The island that I'm picturing in my head, it's like just for us and like everything's free.
Oh.
That's the difference than
Yeah.
the real world.
Oh, so it's not open for tourism for other people.
Everything's
it's like-
free. Someone's got to pay for it. The one who won the lotto has to pay for that shit.
Yeah, that's like a one-time, or not really one-time, because you have to sustain.
So if we're not there, the workers are bored. They're just in their fucking uniform.
No, they
just
can
sitting
enjoy
and
it.
reading and shit.
Yeah, but you're paying it.
I'll let them enjoy it. They can have fun.
Are the workers still gonna have name tags that say like Barbara and it says like Indonesia or something?
Yeah.
Cool.
That would be so boring. Damn, I would
Why?
hate, because they're just, we're only there for like the summer for like 2 weeks or some
They
shit,
can
right?
fly back home.
Whatever.
Kind of like cruise.
Yeah, but when we're not there, what are the staff doing?
What are we doing that we're not there?
having
I know.
sex.
We're balling. What the fuck?
No, I'm just worried about the staff. Like, it's so boring.
They signed up for it.
I'm not cool with slavery, guys.
It's not slavery. We're paying them. Who said it was slavery?
Brought that up on his own.
You think we're just billions and billions of dollars and we're not paying our staff?
I know, come on.
We are not heartless monsters. We just like kittens and pancakes
I'm just gonna pay them really good.
and eating.
Eating the kittens? Yep.
Oh no.